can't afford this home any longer. I'm on Social Security. We can't afford it. I'm in debt
But Colleen, you bought Angela a trailer and you haven't offered to help us at all, and we don't have anything. That doesn't make any sense. If I pay you rent, then you can use the rent to fix the house so you can sell it.
Okay.
Here we have a case that's equal parts financial crisis and family drama. Fantasia and William are facing eviction, struggling to pay rent, and navigating a complex web of credit issues, Social Security limitations, and family obligations. On the other side, the homeowner is desperate to sell and claims she can't keep supporting everyone. But here's the twist. There are children involved, conflicting rental agreements, and even potential relocation services. Who will find a solution first? And what will happen if the system's timelines don't align? Stick around because this courtroom showdown gets emotional, tense, and full of unexpected hurdles.
Is William Kennan and Fantasia Ford. This is a termination. Ms. Smith, you'll need to unmute, ma'am.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Okay, sorry.
And then I see Miss Ford on the screen.
Yeah.
And also, is that Mr. Kennan?
Yes.
Got him. Okay. All right. Last time we were here, where are we on this case now?
Okay. Go ahead.
Colleen came over and explained to us that she can't afford the house anymore. Rent is not being paid, and she is concerned that the house would not be able to pass a rental inspection. So she would like to keep going through with the eviction process so that we can get help with Hawk. I have an appointment with Hawk on the 17th. I have applied to apartments. The only issue is that I do not have any credit at the moment because I owe a lot to my credit card company. So I'm not most likely going to be approved based off my credit, but we are trying to leave, and we do have the appointment with Hawk July 17th. And that's where we're at.
Not until July. Okay. Okay, let me ask this. How much is the monthly rent on the unit on this?
I don't know. The person who's supposed to be paying the rent is Miss Smith's daughter. I don't know. I did offer to pay rent for myself and William and the children, but she declined. So I also did offer to pay for utilities because I understand, but just don't have the money to move.
I'm sorry, but I didn't hear any offer for the utilities. She did offer to pay a little bit for rent. My daughter had been paying $600 a month rent, Your Honor. When I met with Fantasia and William, I gave them a printout of expenses and what I was bringing in. I have that here.
Okay, I can't read that, but I got you.
Okay. Well, I tried to submit it to court, but they said that, you were in a different area. But anyway, the rent paid so far this year was $2,700. My expenses going out when I presented it to Fantasia and them was $4,873. It is now $5,209 because I got the water bill, which had went up over $100. Any little bit of rent that can be paid, it's just not substantial enough that, Your Honor, I can't afford this home. I'm on Social Security now. When I bought the home,
okay, I got it. I get it from the last time. The reality is that the parties aren't far apart of what needs to be done. It's just trying to figure out how we're going to do this. That's really the reality.
I feel really bad. I really do. I had offered to be a babysitter so they both could get work. I haven't heard anything about that. But I also have
working. He's disabled. He can't work. He can't do
Okay, folks. Listen.
He was working
Let's
at
back
Amazon.
up a second.
Yes, he was working at Amazon, but he can't count or know the difference between a quarter and a penny.
Okay, just keep talking.
Oh.
That's okay. I don't need to talk. You guys done?
Yeah.
Okay, good. You've got an appointment with Hawk on the 17th. You're applying to apartments to do that, to
Yeah.
try to find someplace. As I recall, what you have, how many minors?
3.
Okay. All right. So the reality is until she can get into Hawk, which can also help with relocation assistance in this. So they can help with that. They can help potentially with rent, but they may.
Now, take a moment to unpack this. On one side, Fantasia is offering what little she can, babysitting, partial rent, and utilities. But it's clearly not enough to satisfy the financial demands. On the other, the homeowner, Colleen, is frustrated and rightfully wants to sell her property. The courtroom is essentially a pressure cooker. Social Security income, credit limitations, and an immediate need for relocation are colliding. The tension spikes when the discussion shifts to fairness. Why should one party bear the burden? And notice the emotional weight here. Everyone is on edge, tempers flare, and you can feel the stakes rising. Would you have handled this differently if you were in Fantasia's shoes?
They want an inspection of the premises. You don't think it'll pass. So we may be running into some difficulties there.
I want to
But
sell the
let's-
home, Your Honor. I need to sell the home. I can't afford this home any longer. I'm on Social Security. We can't afford it. I'm in debt from, and
But Colleen, you bought Angela a trailer and you haven't offered to help us at all, and we don't have anything. That doesn't make any sense. If I
Why
pay you
should-
rent, then you can use the rent to fix the house so you can sell it.
okay. Angela's inheritance, that was her inheritance. I did get her a trailer. So, yeah, but why am I obligated to take care of everybody, Your Honor? I'm sorry.
I'm not telling you to
I've been
take care of me. I'm telling you to take my money so my kids aren't homeless.
Okay, how much money can you give me a month?
Okay,
How
hold
much
on.
do you want me to give you?
Everybody stop.
I can pay. Why are you laughing?
Everybody
I'm
stop.
not laughing. I'm about ready to cry. Your
Just
Honor.
stop. What letter in stop do you not understand? Thank you. Ms. Ford, if I tell you to put an amount into court escrow, how much can you put in?
I make $17.25 and my hours are 20 hours a week, roughly to 30. So I can do 600.
Okay. Of the 600, when can you pay that into court escrow?
I would be able to do that the latest by July 19th.
Okay. Well, there's where our problem's gonna be. We're gonna need something before July 19th.
Okay. Week is it? Can I do the 12th because I get paid on Wednesday?
Okay. We don't have Hawk Ann, do we? She's, is she here? Okay, let me do this. Amy, I'm sure you've been hearing this. Is there any way, and I know the emergency appointments aren't there, is there any way they can get an appointment earlier than the 17th?
At this point, I have to say no, but more importantly, is there a lease? I know.
Yes.
I don't think there's a lease. The
Yes, there is.
situation, I mean, I think they're gonna need to be directed to relocation or some type of relocation services because the lease, to the extent that it's an oral lease, was with the daughter who is not part of this. Daughter now has a trailer. These folks are there. She needs them out because she's gonna sell the house. They have nowhere to go.
Yeah, I was
So-
listening to the whole thing, and the requirements of the program require a lease, even if it's a written lease that they come up with to scramble something together. Again, her amount is above the threshold, and you're still aware of, I mean, we're still dealing with that delay of funding. Is this in any way a 4810? Yeah.
I have, no, it's a 48106.
Oh, 48106. So July 1st, the Ann Arbor Housing Commission will.
I'm sorry, no, it's a 48160. It's a Milan address. It's not in Ann Arbor.
Okay,
Yeah. Okay, let's do this, folks. They don't have appointments before the 17th, so it can't get moved up. So the only thing we're gonna do, or that we're gonna be able to do at this point is I'm gonna order that the defendant pay $600 to court escrow. Now I'm gonna have her pay it to court escrow rather than you because I want to make sure that it gets paid. And then I'll turn that around at the next hearing and ship that out to you, Ms. Smith, in order that the court pay it to you so that, but I can then keep track of what's paid. I will adjourn this. My next date after that's the 21st.
May I say something, Your Honor? They were
I
referring
haven't
to,
been able to stop you, so go ahead.
I'm sorry. She was referring to a lease, and I do actually have a rental agreement.
Okay,
that William signed. When
But is
they-
it with whom? You have a
Maybe.
blank rental agreement.
A rental agreement that I had made out, yes, when my daughter moved back into the home. And it did state that only listed on the agreement should be living there or could be.
But your daughter's not there.
She's there, she's still there because they're in the process of moving. She hasn't moved yet. They have to put a shower into the home because she's handicapped and can't get into a tub. But she has the home. I have the purchase agreement here too, but I just thought maybe this rental agreement that William signed when they moved back in might help whatever the other lady was talking about. To help them out. I didn't know if it was.
Okay, but that rental agreement is between you and your daughter. Is that right?
William signed it also.
Okay,
was
so
a kid when he
William's on the
signed it.
rental agreement?
Yes. Him, his brother, my daughter.
I was
and-
13 when I signed it.
I'm sorry, what?
Okay, look, here's the way we're gonna do this. Miss Ford, I'm looking at you and probably William too. You guys don't have a copy of whatever agreement she's talking about, do you?
No,
All right, so I'm going to adjourn this to July 21st. You're to pay the 600 by the 12th. You have the Hawk appointment on the 17th,
yep,
21st at what time?
So the copy of the agreement won't help them if I can give them a copy of.
Well, hold on a moment, please, please.
Sorry.
What time? July 21st, 2023 at 10 a.m. Okay? Ms. Smith, I need you to provide a copy of that lease agreement or rental agreement to the court, as well as a copy to the defendants, to Ms. Ford and Mr. Kennett.
Sure. No
Okay?
problem. I have it here.
Get
with-
that copy of that agreement to them prior to the 17th.
I will do it today. Thank you.
We'll see everybody on the 21st. Thank you, folks.
Your Honor,
Thank you,
how do
Your
you
Honor.
submit money to the escrow?
Okay, you'll have to come to the courthouse. So you can come to the courthouse. You're probably, well, you could, 6 of one, half a dozen of another for you because you're down in the Milan area. So you can do it at the Saline Court,
Okay,
14A4, or you can do it at the Service Center Court that I sit at, which is the one by the Sheriff's Department.
okay,
It'd need to be $600. It needs to be cash. And I've written it in the file, so there should be no problem with them taking the money from you. Okay?
okay. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Can I say ask one
Yeah.
more question, please?
Yes.
The home needs quite a bit of repair, and I was wondering, can I go ahead and start repairing some of the stuff? After
As
my.
long as it doesn't interfere with their tenancy.
Okay,
So hopefully you guys can work that out so that repairs can be done.
okay, thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you.
Please subscribe to help the channel.
So here's the takeaway. The court carefully balanced financial limitations, housing obligations, and procedural timelines. A $600 escrow payment was ordered to protect both parties, and all upcoming appointments and rental agreements or clarify it to prevent further disputes. The judge emphasized documentation, payment tracking, and proper communication, which highlights the importance of planning ahead when navigating housing and legal obligations. At the end of the day, this case underscores how family dynamics, financial stress, and legal requirements intersect in real, often emotional ways. If this courtroom saga grabbed your attention, smash that like button, share your thoughts below, and subscribe for more in-depth, jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns.